Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome to Scrap Backwards. I am finishing off September with continuing with my hip kit stash before we move on to October and building our new Froggy kit. So because it's the 25th of September, I thought we would do a bit of Christmas in and get Christmas-y for the 25th of September. And we're using Hip Kit's Christmas collection, Wish Season, with a little bit of Merry Everything. And I have done a little bit of prep because I have done some mixed media. So let me show you what I have done. I've got all of the Hip Kit embellishments out. I have also pulled in a couple of other bits and cheated. I know. No idea what photos we're using. I'm probably just going to use photo mats and roll with it. Here is my mixed media. So I've very roughly just basically used some gloss sprays and packaging technique and then splatters. And I have used this as my inspiration for colours. So we've got the green, we've got the red, and we've got the sort of tealy blue, which I think is quite a good match actually. I am very pleased with it, and the idea is I have cut this circle out using a plate as a template, very technical. That's going to go in the middle. We're going to have a strip of paper here and some tickets, a couple of photos, some embellishments, and that is a quick layout done. So for those of you that would like to know, the red I've used Dina Wakley Media Gloss Sprays. That's the only thing I have used, and I used 5 different ones. So the red was ruby, the green was fur, the blue was marine, and then I have used white and night for some splatters. Splatters are not massive, it's just a little extra pop of colour. What I am going to do is I'm going to use some Distress ink in Black Suit and a Tim Holtz ink blender thingy-majiggy, and we're just going to go around this circle and blacken it, ink the edge of it and get it pretty dark because I would like to try and help it stand out. So I am coming over the edge there as well, because the colours are actually a really good match. The mixed media with the floral, it does sort of go into the background a little bit, so I just want to try and make sure that the paper isn't lost as such. You will see peeking out to the left of my mixed media another sheet of pattern paper. That is another paper from the same collection, which is Wish Season. I can't speak today, sorry. From Hip Kit, I think it was last year's collection, and then I bought in a sale Merry Everything, but I don't think I got papers, so that must have been an embellishment kit or something. And as I say, I have pulled in some extra embellishments from other collections, namely Pink Fresh Studio stickers, because they're obviously made in a similar way to Hip Kit. I think Pink Fresh make them for Hip Kit. And I think I've also got Busy Sidewalks and Mistletoe Mittens ephemera or stickers. I am going to try and not use them. It was just whilst I was pulling some bits out, I thought, ooh, I quite like them. Let's pull them out. Why not? So I'm almost done inking this circle. I was going to do it off camera, but then I figured, well, I'll pretty much have the layout done off camera if I do any more. So here we are. So that is that ink. Now I'm hoping when I put that on, yeah, it's just standing out a little bit more now. So that black is just helping it pop a little bit. So let's get our branding strip cut off this. This is Vicky Booting Foundations paper. And then the other papers I have is Wish Season Pretty Mantle and Wish Season Sparkle Bright, and it's this side that I may use, I may not, let's see. So I'm going to get the branding strip cut off the foundations paper. There we go. And I'm going to cut a thin strip from the bauble paper. I love this paper. It is very busy, but I love all the intricate details in it. And I think we're going to have a 2.5 inch strip. I don't want much of it. I just want a little pop. And then for the red, what we're going to do is get our 2 6x4 photo mats and we're going to map them. Okay, so I'm just going to go over there and then cut 2. So I've done 6.25 by 4.25 photo mats, which is just going to give us a lovely 1/8 of an inch border photo mat, whatever you want to call it, around our layout. Excuse me. Okay, so let's get our photo mat stuck down first. As I say, I am not sure what photos we're using. We are truly scrapping backwards today, guys. So once the layout is done, I shall toddle off and discover what photo to use. Now I do have a mark on this photo map. It's a little bit of the mixed media, but it doesn't matter, excuse me, because that's where the photo is going. So it is fine. So I decided to pull out some tickets. I have got some tickets and stamps in salsa and some tickets and stamps in sage from 49er Market. I thought they may be a nice addition. They're not part of my hip kit, but cheating. Scrap Backwards is a little bit backwards this month, so I figured I could get away with it for this month only to use something a little bit extra. Why not? So I want to try and line up the colours a little. They're not going to be lined up perfectly, and that's okay. But a little bit of line up would be good. So I want this blue one here and these red ones touching the red a little bit. I think we've hit the brief there. So that is my background. It is super busy, but I don't know about you guys, I love it. And I love the gloss sprays. Look at that sheen it gives you. So pretty. I love this colour and I can't believe how good of a match it is. Okay, then this is going to go here. I need to decide what width to make it. Let's see. Well, I tell you what, let's just go inch by inch. So let's cut off an inch. Where's that going to take us there? And then let's decide as we go. Do we need any more off that, or is that okay? I'm going to take 1/2 inch off. Yeah. That's an 11.5 inch, no, 10.5 inch strip. And this is I think it's an 11 inch circle. Somewhere there or thereabouts. 10.5 inch circle. So it's 10.5 inch circle and 10.5 inch strip. Yes, it is. Perfect. This would also, I think, because I don't know why, I don't know what's happening. I am getting into the whole card making a little bit more. And I think this would make a good card layout. Obviously changed up 4 cards. I've just realised I've covered that photo that I wanted to colour match and the red. But hey, what does it matter? Okay, so let's see. Do we want tickets on or not? So I'm thinking our photos should go about here-ish. So I'm going to put some tickets on. I am going to do it, guys, because I've not used many of these tickets. Well, I've used quite a few, but I've not used loads. And they are a fantastic embellishment. So we've got the red going on there. Then we're going to have the green, which I am going to put higher. Whoops. Because they're rolled, they are a little bit of a nightmare to get the adhesive on, but once you've got it going, you're fine. So that is going there, and then I am going to use these stamps as well. So let's use them. I'm going to use them on the other side actually, just over here. Okay, so we're going to go red. And that's going to go about here. As you can see, I am being quite rough and approximate as I do. I'd rather judge it by eye than trying to get the whole T-square and exact measurements going on. I just like to enjoy the process. So there is our background. That is as simple as that. So I'm going to get our photo mats on. I am putting the adhesive only in the middle because I may want to tuck as we go. And our photos are going to go about here. Something like that. And I am overlapping them quite a lot, and that is intentional. Now that I find this tape to be really good for repositioning, hence why I don't mind sticking it on top when I've got to put a photo on there yet. So that is that bit done. Let me dive into these ephemera. So I have been through the ephemera. I've taken this out. I'm going to save that because I have an idea for that. So that's going to go to one side. That was from the floral ephemera pack. I've got two ephemera packs for Hip Kit Wish season. Got the cardstock floral and the cardstock mixed. Both have 67 pieces. I've used quite a few out of this one and not many out of this one, just so you can see what options I had. I have to say I am a big fan of Hip Kit's Christmas collections. So we got this piece with the wreath with the star, which I thought would look really good at the top. So I am going to stick that on. However, I am only putting a little bit of adhesive because, of course, I want to make sure that I can get that off to stick our photo on. I also have a couple of holly and berries, which I kind of thought would look kind of cute up there. I am going to use, if I can find them, there they are, some foam dots on one of them, and then one of them I'm going to stick directly on the page just to give a bit of dimension and interest to the page. I've just stuck it to my desk, there we go. So let's pop the first one. It also goes really nicely with the tickets being red and green, of course. So let's go something like that. And I want to create a couple of clusters down here of flowers and Christmassy bits and lots of florals here. And there is a possibility, maybe some baubles around and about. I'm not sure though. Excuse me. So we got a tree and a house, which I'm thinking should go here. So we're going to have the tree, the house I mean, just poking up there. And the tree I'm going to put on foam. Again, I'm just putting a couple so that I can pick it off to stick our photo. That being said, I shouldn't need to take all of it off if I place it correctly, because it should be stuck onto the house. So that's the start. I love the way this is looking. It's typically me, I think. It's quite busy. Makes me happy. And that's all that matters, isn't it? That's all that matters. So, I'm going to start with this piece, I think, which is some leaves and holly and berries, but in some different kind of colours. And we're going to tone that with the tickets. Then let's bring in this holly, which is a little bit more traditional. And one of these, which is a bit modern with the blue colour. I'm still covered in ink, I do apologise. I look a right scruff bag. That's why I don't do mixed media, because I hate being dirty with ink. Then we've got a couple of green and pink, and these sort of grainy ones, not grainy, but outline leaves, which I do love. So we're going to have one there. They're just very hard to adhere down, I must say. And one there. And then finally I've got a pink and a dark green, which we are going to tuck underneath here. Like so. Oh, I've lost a green, guys. I've lost a green. There we go. So let's pop one there and one over here. So there is that cluster. And it's just a bit crazy and wacky, and I like it. So we're going to start this left one with this gorgeous multicolour in all the tones, and I'm going to pop that here, and then we're going to build up from there using various pieces. So I want some leaves, got another one of these style, which are lovely. So let's pop that there. We've got another bigger piece, which is great. I always start with a couple of bigger pieces and work up from there. I just find that that gives a good framing, a good foundation upon which to build your cluster. Clusters can be funny old things, can't they, to build? I know some people struggle with them. I'm not a pro by any means, but I do enjoy giving them a shot. And you know me, I'm a firm believer in there are no rules in scrapbooking. There is no right or wrong way, so you're not going to get it wrong. If you don't like it, take it off and start again. If you really don't like it, chuck it in the bin. It's not the end of the world. It's just paper, and life is too short. Just enjoy the process. That is what I try to do. I don't like everything I create. I don't like all the layouts in my albums. If I ever spend the time and go through all my layouts that are currently sat in 35-litre boxes next to me and file them. If there are any that I really do not like, I won't hesitate to dismantle a couple. So yeah, don't worry about taking them apart and starting again. That's what I'm trying to say. So there is that cluster. And there is our layout. It is a bit busy. I think I need to pick pictures which are I quite like the idea of black and white photos. What do you think? Not sure. I think that would draw your eye straight to it. Down here, I'm going to use this acrylic title. It's not cut very well. It's got some chunks missing here, but I'm fine with that. It's not a problem. So I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to use some Nouveau Deluxe adhesive on the back. I'm not covering the whole lot, so I don't need to. I'm just making sure it's got a reasonable coverage, just to make sure that it does stick down. Feels good to be using up stash, guys. That's what we need to do. Everybody seems to have so much stash. I wonder how much combined we all have. It'd be scary actually, wouldn't it? So that is going to go about here. So let me just press that down for a moment. So our title is Remember December. I always think of remember the 5th of November when I say that. But anyway, that's a British thing, I believe. So that is our title sort of clustered in down here. And then I am going to look at the stickers. However, I'm going to be a good boy and I'm going to limit myself to only the hip kit stuff. I'm not going to cheat like I had planned, because then this is an entirely hip kit layout, which is what it should be, because that's my kids for scrap backwards. Excuse me. Okay. First up, we've got some cardstock stickers. And we've got 2 sheets. We've got some borders, bows and stars. I'm not a huge fan of those bows, but I'll use them. Don't think we're going to use an awful lot more, to be honest, but you never know. I'm going to use this Oh What Fun down here. These cardstock stickers are sticky, but they're not too sticky that I won't get them up to lay my photo. Okay, we've also got 2 sheets of chipboard stickers, just 1 sheet of each. So we've got these frames, which I'm not going to use, obviously, and then these phrases, which I've used a good chunk of these, which is great. So let's see. Can't really use any of these because I don't know what photos I'm going to use yet. We've got Oh What Fun already. Okay. And then I have these puffy stickers from Merry Everything. So it's a different collection, but I think it still works together. So that's okay. Let's have a look. I'm going to use this Amazing because I love that black, and it just ties in the black that I've used to ink that circle, which I proceeded to cover most of it up. Honestly, doesn't matter. I love the result. I'm going to pop that at an angle down here. So there we go. So we've got Amazing there, which I love the different ways for the writing. It just adds yet more interest to our layout. I think let's have the traditions up here, and I will just be sure to choose a traditions photo. There are some stickers on here that you can use for not Christmas. I like that they put 24th, 25th, 26th, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, which is great, such as Stay Cozy, Holidays, Sweet, Smile, Sweet treat, so pretty, the perfect gift, yum, hugs, joy and laughter, you are loved, togetherness, family recipes, cherished. They can all be used for anything. Lampshade award. I don't get that. Should I get that? Have I made myself sound really stupid? I don't know. I don't get it. Oh well. I'm going to use this XOXO as well, so it's quite wordy, but when on my layout's not really. So we've got XOXO over there, and I think that's going to do it, guys, really. I don't think we need to add much more at all. What do we think? I haven't added these baubles. Do you think we should, or should we not? I think we should. So I'm going to add just a little bit of repositionable tape here. And then I am going to add a foam dot onto this other one. And that is going to go about there. I will position that better, as in, so it's not a little bit of a slant once I have got my photos on the page. And I'm even going to use that one. It's yellow, however, it pulls the yellow in, which we have got in various areas of our layout. It brings it all around and gives you that sort of visual around the page, which is cracking. Now, to finish us off, shall we add some enamel dots? What do we think? I think so. So, enamel dot box, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I do have the enamel dots from Wish Season. I generally put enamel dots all together in this box just because it's my enamel dot box. Keeping cozy, look at those colours, they are gorgeous. But they are not here. Okay, it doesn't seem I have. I've got loads of Oh What Fun and Holiday Magic. What about... I'm going to use these, which are Pinkbrush Studio. These are Holiday Magic and these are metallic. Because in all of these clusters we have got some silver foil. So that'll just pull in that detail quite nicely. And I'm going to add a couple to the berries of this over here to kickstart us. And then let's have a cluster over here. Let's have a cluster up here. And I'm now just using the silver. I'm not going to use the goldy bronze. We've got some here, so let's have a cluster up here. Like so. Now, when I have chosen my photos and I have added them to the layout, if I want to add journaling, I could add journaling around this circle. Use a suitable pen. I could add journaling down here, or what I could have done is added a pocket, which I haven't done. So if I really need journaling, I can always add it on the back. In all honesty, I rarely add journaling. That is what my Happy Planet is for now, and my journal and my quoted book. But yeah, there are options. I love the addition of the tickets and the stamps. That really gives a little vibe here and here. And I hope you guys like it. I really, really do. It is definitely appreciated you watching and hanging out with me, and I do love it when you like what I create, and I hope it inspires you a little bit. Don't forget to check out what Kathy has been up to this week for Scrap Backwards. Her video will be coming a little later today because she is celebrating Christmas today as well. on her channel. And yeah, happy Christmas in September, guys, and happy scrapping backwards. I will see you next week, where we will be scrapping with my new kit. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.